K-Tao, Facebook, friends and family, translates to what's up. John Michael here, or should I say mi nombre es Juan Miguel. So 2 days ago on Friday, we actually made Cuban coffee soap together. I showed you guys the process. Today we're going to reveal it and actually cut the soap together. I shared the backstory, but for those of you who weren't able to join last video, the quick backstory is that we went to Cuba earlier in the year. They're obviously facing a lot of challenges there right now that really are unfair and out of the control of the people there. And when I came back home, I just really started feeling impressed upon me that there's something that we can do to help. And one of the challenges that they're facing is it's very difficult to get soap there, and it's not inexpensive. If an average Cuban makes $12 to $15 a month, they're spending about 10 to 20% of their entire income just for hygiene on things like soap and washing clothes and things that we take for granted here in the States very easily. So, being that it's Thanksgiving weekend, I think this is a great week to roll out. Ivy and I will be returning back to Cuba on December 13th for the weekend. The reason that we are rushing to get there is if you have not been keeping up with the news, the embargo has been tightening immensely. And they have cut down all commercial flights, but down to 2 left right now. And so we want to take as much supplies as we can before the risk of those flights being cut off as well. So this is going to be a quick mission, but we're going to take 200 pounds of supplies as well as the knowledge to be able to make their own soap. And so you may have heard me say before, you've heard the saying, teach a person to fish, you feed them for a life, and that's the idea here, is they'll be able to take the coconuts, which they have in abundance. The main ingredients, if you look over here, you've got the coconut oil, which they now know how to make. It was funny, I was messaging Pastor Dadier, who's our main contact at the church in Aloe, and he said, I didn't know all the uses for coconut oil, but I had sent him an article, 101 uses for coconut oil. You can use it for everything from lip balm to suntan lotion, to cooking, so it has a plethora of uses on something that they really don't have access to right now. Cooking oils are very expensive, and this is something that's very healthy to cook with as well. Also, they can use the leftover pulp to make flour for cooking. Cooking flour is something that they don't have very much of. In fact, when we were there in March, they had to drive over 90 miles just to find enough flour to cook for us while we were staying as their guests. And then you've got your coffee. They definitely have Cuban coffee. We had plenty of it while we were there. Pilon is not far. I think they're in the same region as El Bon, which is a small town of about 2,000 people. You've got your sugar cane, which they do have in abundance. And that's actually great for the soap as well because it helps with the sudsiness. The coffee is a great antioxidant. And when you put the grounds in there, it's a very natural and holistic exfoliant. And then certainly everyone is aware coconut oil, I'm sure, is a great moisturizer as well. So it actually has, oh, and lest I forget, aloe vera. Aloe vera, we know all the medicinal uses, but when combined in this soap is great for the skin also. So what I have stumbled upon through 6 months of research and practice and refinement and friends and family testing out for me, I think we have a pretty darn good soap. And I'm excited to share it with you guys. So here's what we made on Friday. You can see here they call it a loaf of soap. All right, now this has been drying for less than 48 hours. This is going to take 4 to 6 weeks to be fully ready to use. You could use it right now, but the soap will melt very quickly. And actually, you know, what I like, this is one of the most exciting things when you're making the soap is to seeing how did it turn out on the inside, right? You guys saw me mixing in the different colors. Kind of reminds me of these granite counters, right? There was a creator that forged these in the earth, and now we get, one of my favorite things about these is we get to see the designs, and much like that, the same thing occurs in the soap. All right, so I've got 2 types of cutters. This one is textured. I like to use this for like white lavender soap that you might have seen me sample last time. For this, I feel like the soap itself is the design, and so I like to use a straight edge. So we're just going to cut off about 1-inch blocks here. All right, let's see how it looks inside. All right, so you can see the coffee grounds. You can see the a hint of the red lines there. Right? We talked last time about cleaning the outside, right? But what's wrong with many parts of the world today is it's a matter of the heart, right? And there's no soap that can cure the inside, right? Look how it worked out for the people eating the Tide Pods. That didn't work out too well, right?
It smells amazing.
You can smell it, right? They got the coffee scent. This is kind of like what would happen if Zest and Folgers had a baby. The best part of waking up is Folgers in your soap. We'll call it Pilon though. So really nice. So that red guy's in there. That's the reminder for us. What makes us clean on the inside, right? I'm very pleased with how it turned out. I think this will cure nicely over the next 4 to 6 weeks. All right, each one's a little bit different from the last. Great experience. If you've never used an artisan handcrafted soap, no preservatives. It's a really, really neat thing. So there you have it, guys. I'll put these out to dry. These will just be for us to use around the house and share them with some friends and family. But of course, guys, the whole purpose of this is we're trying to help out the people in Cuba, not only by bringing the knowledge of them how to do this for themselves, but also the supplies and aid that we'll be taking to them in the next week and a half. So the suggested donation, again, we're calling it affectionately El Bon Jabon, which translates to El Bon soap. And the Cuban coffee soap per a bar, the suggested donation is $6. And then what we see, we had Black Friday, we got Small Business Saturday, Super Sunday tomorrow, we got Cyber Monday. So we'll just call it the deal of the weekend here on this Black Friday weekend. You buy 5 bars for $25, all right, which is a great price for handcrafted soap. I'm going to be busy. We probably already have about 300 bars ordered. I've been ordering a lot more supplies because the demand is great, but there's no greater joy that I'll have than making these for you guys, and I hope that you enjoy them as much as we have the mission and bring this all to full fruition and fulfillment. So I'll be sure to update you guys on how the trip in Cuba goes. We are looking for some other donations. If you don't like the soap, that's okay too. Sometimes you like your name brand stuff too, but if you want to donate, we're going to be buying backpacks, we're going to be taking in medicines, we're taking eyeglasses, omega-3. There was quite a bit of requests that we had and needs that the church has there, which is great. So anyways, any help that you can provide, you can Venmo me, you can just message me or Ivy, I'll provide you the Venmo, or you can PayPal. If you're local, cash would be great as well. So anyways, we appreciate all your support. We hope this goes a long way in helping solve a big crisis. And I know this isn't going to fix everything, but in some small way, we hope to play a part in helping improve things and spreading the good word that they're not alone and there are people around the world that are caring for them. All right, guys. Hope you have a great evening, and we'll be talking more soon.